We know that you have a emotional thing this week with your house and with your pets. How did you get over all of that and focus it here?
I came here to do a job, so there wasn't really anything that could happen that was going to distract me from that. It was a very emotional week, and I definitely felt that emotion tonight. And I think going home tomorrow will give me a chance to process everything properly, but I still got the job done. I'm happy.
And you had so much hard fight, How did you felt all that on the rounds?
It was alright. I felt like I was very dominant everywhere, I'm tired now. Every fight's tiring, especially when there's a lot of grappling, but I still feel like I was very effective wherever it went.
Definitely the biggest win of your career, right, in terms of name recognition. I mean, have you kind of processed it all and kind of what it means to you?
Not really. I've been talking to people constantly since the fight ended, so I guess when I get back to the hotel tonight I'll get a chance to sit down and go over it properly. I think once I watch the fight, then I'll be able to kind of figure it out.
You did. You kept a brave face all week when we asked you, how you were feeling, but behind the scenes, was it a little tougher than you wanted to admit?
Oh, super emotional, for sure. But I don't even think I realized how much it affected me until I fought tonight, Right now, I kind of have this really big rush of emotion, but it's alright. I feel like I still stayed really composed and fought an intelligent fight. So as long as it doesn't affect that, I feel like I can deal with anything.
Paige told her corner after the end of the second round that she thought she broke her right arm in the first. Could you sense anything like that?
No, I feel like she's just being dramatic. She said that she come up to me and said that to me after the fight. She said that she thinks she broke her arm when she's spinning back fisted me in the head. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I hope not. But I don't know I don't know what to say to that.
Right. It's still an interesting time because this division is so new, and I mean, you weren't even a part of the UFC just a couple of months ago. But where do you feel like you belong? I mean, a win like this, do you feel like you belong to be a contender, a real contender right now?
I think there's still a lot of girls ahead of me, I'm ranked number 10 at the moment, which means that there's 9 other girls in the champ. There's also women like Valentina who are coming into the division. This division's going to end up being the deepest one. There's still a lot of people that I have to kind of conquer before I get there, but I'm ready for anyone. I think I've shown that time and time again that it doesn't matter who it is, I'm going to do what I need to do.
And lastly for me, do you want to stay busy? Or, you've been busy. Do you finally want to take a little break, or do you feel like you got to keep the momentum going?
We'll see what happens. It just depends on what they come back to me with, I train constantly anyway. If anything, I'd like maybe a little bit of time to kind of get my conditioning and my diet in order a little bit better so that I can make this 125 division comfortably and it's not a hard cut. But other than that, if they come to me with a fight and say, hey, we want you in 6 weeks, I'll be there in 6 weeks and I'll be ready.
Like I said, we have new girls coming to the division like Valentina, and you have the Mackenzie Dern thing coming. Yep. Did you heard about something here? Did you watch any fights?
Mackenzie or Valentina?
Yeah,
Mackenzie. I've watched some of her fights. We're managed by the same guy. So obviously, she's part of my management team. I believe she's staying at 115. If she came to 125, I would happily fight her, but I think my manager would be very upset about that. But we'll see what happens.
Is there any fights in particular that really interest you out there in your division right now?
Oh, everyone. The 25 division's full of killers right now. We got a bunch of veterans, and then we got a bunch of up-and-comers. The champ, has had 7 or 8 fights, and she's a killer. I'll take anybody in the division. Comfortably, I'll take anybody.
Just that triangle choke, do you think the clock and her reposturing saved her?
Yeah, she kept moving her arm just slightly out of position, and that was messing up for me. Plus, women, I train with a lot of guys, and guys are broader. You know what I mean? Women, you have to compress everything just that little bit extra, and I felt I was squeezing, but she's so narrow that it just wasn't quite enough. It was close though, I could feel it was close, but every time I almost had it, she'd move just a little bit.